Namaskar. Good evening, sir. Ladies and gentlemen. My topic today, we normally talk about the equities, insurance, mutual fund and wealth. So now my urge from this presentation is, commodity is also an asset class where people can build their wealth or you can diversify your portfolio also. So I'll take 10 minutes of yours and I will go through my presentation. If you talk about the commodities market, it is somewhat different than about the routine investment options we have. Normally, we all know about the markets available to us. It is equity, FDs, mutual funds, and so on. But when you talk about the commodities market, basically there are three kinds of the market: spot market, where the ready deliveries are available; forward contract, where the two parties are involved; and a future contract, where the contract is being traded on the exchange platform and where people can participate at the national level. Now, we being the commodity exchange, we regulate the market, we regulate the contract, we have the numbers of commodity to be listed on our platform, and people can trade in the contract. When we talk about the commodity market and investment options available to us, commodity market comes with a lot of ecosystem inbuilt. It starts from the mandi, it starts from the farmer, it starts with the APMC, then traders, then warehousing, finally exchange, then banks also, because commodity exchanges provide the tool to get the refinance of your stocks also. So not only the investors, if somebody is a physical market player, somebody is a jeweler, somebody is an industrialist who is ready to take deliveries and give the deliveries, or they want to gauge their risk, they can participate on the exchange platform. The basic purpose of to have the commodity exchanges in India or in the global platform is to price discovery and price risk management. These are the two basic agenda to have commodity exchange in the country. When we talk about the commodities, when we say what are the investment available to us, basically we work in the four segment. Precious metal, where you can invest your money in gold and silver. Base metal, where the copper, zinc, lead, aluminium, nickel are available to you. When we talk about the energy segment, it is having a crude oil and natural gas, and we talk about the agriculture, it is a cotton, manpower, and rest of the agriculture commodities. So, as an investor, you have so many other things also to be get invested. We being the nationalized and listed exchange, our reach is almost in all nook and corner in the country. We being benchmark in our gold prices. If you go in any of the center and you ask for the gold prices, they always say MCX plus or minus is the price given to the customer. That is what we are able to achieve the benchmark. Why commodities? When we have the established market, when we establish portfolio in all my, everything is said, why we need to have commodity as asset class? Because historically it has been proven as and when it has an inverse correlation with the other asset class. Classic example is a recent phenomena. When the other market is a downward side, commodity gives the positive return. The prices of the market is always an inverse correlation, mostly is with the other asset class. So, as an investor, commodity should be in my asset portfolio to diversify my risk. Some of the investors give them as an hedge against the inflation also. What are the benefits attached to this market? The first and foremost is we have the longest trading session. We started our operations from the 9 o'clock in the morning to 11:55 in winter session, and in summer we have 11:30 time. We have lesser number of commodity to track with. You can track, you can invest in the previous discussion. We are so many speakers talk about the investment. When you do investment, you should have the fundamental knowledge or all the know in and outs of that particular product or stock. Similarly, when you have a lesser number of commodity to track, it is easy for the investor to track the commodities in a very proper manner. Recently, we have launched our options also. Earlier, we have only a future as our asset class. Now, we have our options also. Those who are well versed with the options, we are not to elaborate that they much in the length. But options is the tool where you can hedge your risk in the future also. Presently, we have four commodity where options are active: gold, silver, crude, copper, and zinc. These are the contracts where the options are available. The basic thing which I would like to highlight is the recent opportunity or changes which is happening in the commodity market. Some might have been invested in the market before a longer time. But now the result changes. You can have your investment in equity with the same company where your equity account is active. It means CB has allowed unification of the broking licenses. It means you can open your commodity account with the same name, with the same KYC. You don't need to open it as a separate account. So that is the major change in the spectrum of commodities. Another change which we can look at is the SEBI allowed the mutual fund industry to participate in the commodity market, which is the latest phenomenon. Another important development is the AIF alternate investment fund. AIF category 3 is allowed to invest in commodity market. It means at present if we say we are doing 60,000 crore volume per day, we don't have participation from the institution, we don't have participation from the mutual fund and bank. Then also we are able to clock this much of volume, but for participation of this active participation from the mutual fund and the rest of the institution, I think we are able to scale up this business on a mega level. So these are the major changes. The recent change which we recently have observed is the farmer producers organizations also participate in our platform. Earlier there are lesser number of commodity where investor can get deliveries like gold and silver. But recently the changes happening in our commodity segment is metal contract like aluminum and zinc. It is compulsory delivery contract. When we talk about the commodity market, it is somewhat different than our traditional equity investment, where commodity stocks are getting credited in our demat account. But in case of commodity, stocks are available at the warehouses. So when you trade in commodity, you should know which commodity I am trading, where the delivery center is. And when you should also know what are the quantity and quantity we are getting for my contract specification. If I take an example of gold, if somebody say I am invested in gold, you should know in which contract they have invested. We have 4 contract for gold, 1 kg gold, 100 gram gold, 8 gram gold, and even a retail investor invest in 1 gram gold also. So when somebody say I am invested in gold, you have to check which gold I am participating. If I want to take a delivery from the exchange, yes, it is possible to take delivery from the exchange. And this is in a future contract. To get the delivery at the end of the contract, that is monthly contract is available. Another question is, if I want to take delivery, from which center I get a delivery? Unlike an equity market, where the paper transaction is happening, but in case of commodity, it is in the physical existence. So it has to be stored in the warehouses or in vault. So in case of gold, I take an example of gold. When somebody madam would like to take a delivery from the gold, in gold. So our warehouse or vault is in Ahmedabad. You can go to the Ahmedabad or vault, you can take delivery from the exchange platform, you can go to vault, you show your identity and delivery order. You can take a physical delivery of gold. We have developed another system called Commerce. You don't want to take a physical delivery of gold. You can keep that gold in a demat form also. We call it as Commerce account also. You can see the balance also. Like your equity account, where you can track your stock, you can track your commodities also. So these are the changes happening on the commodity platform. Gold, silver, aluminum, zinc are the delivery in the international commodities, and agriculture commodity mostly they all are the delivery based commodities. Recently what we expect is deliveries contract in the rest of the metal like copper, lead, nickel. We already expect the delivery in that platform. We expect more options contract to be traded on our platform. Index trading like Sensex, Nifty. We don't have an index in the commodity space, so we are expecting commodity indexes has also been activated on platform. So these all are the future for the commodity exchanges and commodity businesses. So if you don't started invested in the commodity, please have commodity as one of your segment, one of your asset class where you can have commodity, you can have a feel of the market also. And commodity being a global asset class, you can easily track commodities as compared to the international market also. We are also expecting gold spot future exchange also, where you can go and buy gold from the exchange platform. You can participate in MCX by opening in any KYC with any of the brokers. They all are a registered broker. You name the broker and they are registered with us because we are a largest network as of now. So you can have trade, you can open a KYC, you can open a segment activation and do trading in commodity space. Do's and don'ts I have already covered, sir. So thank you very much for patient listening. Thank you.